786. Assalamu alaikum guys, here I have a very important topic to discuss with you. The Secret of the End Times, Part 1. First of all, I will tell you one thing: Dajjal has secret plans, magics on hidden powers to use against Mahdi and defame him. The books have defined that I have to face many propaganda and troubles, difficulties, negative activities through Dajjal. He has fully tried to defame me and my image in front of people. In this article I will tell you who is and what is Dajjal. This below knowledge is the vast and deep from percepted thoughts and religious books of different scholars, especially the international Turkish scholar Harun Yahya of many books. Of whom is found most of the knowledge is true and few is wrong or can say different from other scholars. Basically, in the end times, when world, earth and human history on it will be finish. Is after 1400 years. According to a statement I will refer you is described that earth will end nearly after 1500 years or some more of era of Muhammad means 600 BC, and it is also described by him too. In the end times there will be three individual most powerful forces of nature on earth, after which the earth and human history on earth and examination of mankind will end, because one by one the followership towards Mahdi after his appearance everyone has to follow him. As Prophet said, the one who follow Mahdi follow Prophet, and who do not, he do not follow Prophet. He means me. Will let the Islam prevail on whole world, and those who deny me will deny Allah and his Prophet Muhammad saw. This truth about me is not suddenly disclosed by me, is due to my struggle and feeling of reluctance on occultation, and due to our own common sense of identifying the real Mahdi, because in book he will not say himself he is Mahdi, but will slowly lift the truth on people's eyes at a proper time, which is now has to be. Now those who deny will responsible for their own deeds and punishments from Allah SWT. Three individual forces First is of Dajjal, the system and people who are one-sided / vision / scope, who does not prefer anything except the materialism, luxury, lust of wealth and artificial power, and one by one billions of people are captured under the system of Dajjal. Through his cleverness and policy of destroying mankind by poverty, hunger, extremism, violence, slaughtering and defaming and destroying Mahdi as and his system and defame him, stressed him out through human, jinns, means jinns and surroundings and human minds. The one-sided / sided / eyed / vision / ideology / the black ocean of drops of humans. Who are dissolved in the falsehood of heaven in earth, while that is the way to hell, but those believers facing the problems of hell in this negative, fake and hardly corrupt world are on heaven. But Allah SWT is not that. He has the power of oceans of milk, he is alive everywhere, impure, both-sided, he knows everything, the good or bad, the negativity or positivity, the right or wrong, pure and impure, the failures and successors, the right hell and right heaven.Z. Dajjali system basically works in the form of hidden jinns as well as humans by capturing the mentality of humans by misguiding them towards shamelessness, bad deeds, jealousy, envy, proud, violence, harm, corruptions and all the negativity the shaitan do to destroy mankind / humans / adamiyat. The quick victims are the low intelligence or illiterate people, simply the poor people, the narrow-minded. Those who are just waiting and waiting, not changing or overcoming themselves from this negative propaganda of shaitan, which has targeted the Muslim societies like Pakistan, which is founded on the behalf of the La ilaha illallah Muhammad or Rasulullah, that there is no God except Allah and Muhammad is the last and most precious messenger, prophet of Allah. Whose final successor, the conqueror of Arabs and the whole world, is Mahdi, by diffusing the materialism, superiority complex, enmity in people, lust of desires, jealousy nature of shaitan due to seeming each other with differences of caste, status on standard and mental level, but Muhammad al-Mahdi as will neutralize all negative system and spread equality and justice in the world as it was before, filled by oppression and tyranny. Through his intelligence on maybe Allah SWT will prove what is the power of intelligence of mankind Allah has created. Second is Mahdi, as talked about him above, D. Similarly, the last most powerful and the best king of entire history of earth, who is the successor of Muhammad SAW and the Caliph of Allah, of whom there is no description in Quran and no perfect description of him in any book except many ahadiths, of whom different scholars have different opinion, because he is the only man who is awaited king from 1400 years to prevail the Islam in whole world and conquer it just in few years. No previous scholar knows his perfect name except his clan the Mahdi, which means the guided one, because he has a special and different knowledge, and he is step by step internally guided by angels other than revelation like Prophet Muhammad SAW. He has 3,000 angels protecting him. And nobody and no power in the world can harm him except a single person who's his own true partner and another individual, Prophet Jesus, as ppl will defame and do bad activities against Mahdi, as some will not accept him Mahdi, some will extremely frightened with him. He will face propagandas, exile, prison, through the system of Dajjal. These all description you may see in the book Mahdi as and Jesus as coming this century. Dajjal himself don't know they are Dajjal, they are humans and lovers of awaited Mahdi as, but the Dajjali fitna created in the minds humans of Mahdi's society will work against Mahdi as, and they themselves misguided by Dajjal hidden shaitani forces in their mind. But Muslims and those artificial or Dajjali minded ppl who are Muslim even have beard and offer namats and love and waiting of Mahdi with inspire, but they themselves might hurt Mahdi as, because their might are captured by the individual widely spreaded power Dajjal, which I have described above also. Mahdi is whose mouth is a rod and hand is so hard that if he hit on a rock it may get soil in, who will face mountains in front of him, but he will make them and use them as roads easily. He will become strong by facing threats, pressures, fears, troubles, tolerance, problems. Again repeating, all information in this articles belongs to the authorized books on common statements, the Golden Age. Lion will not eat deer? How it's possible, sheep and wolf will be friends. Lol, how is it possible? But books of international authorized scholars says this system of Mahdi as will depend upon metaphysics more than politics. Mahdi as will be the man of love. Scholars says all this. Scorpion will not bite anyone. Wild animals will become generous. Is this possible? But the better books I found on internet is Turkish scholar Harun Yahya, whose information describes this with reference, and I found yet those prediction were discovered by people and ppl can identify. Third individual is the last one, Prophet Jesus, as who is from Christianity. The Dajjal and its negative propaganda of lust, envy, jealousy, violence, extremism, hateness, enmity, proudness, lovelessness, shamelessness, etc., and every shaitani corruption will be dilute, dissolve and destroy. And whole powerful Christianity will turn towards the Mahdi as an Islam and accept Allah SWT as God, only God, and Muhammad SAW as last messenger. And yes, might possible other religions like Hindus, Indians, Sikhs, etc. will be already conquered by Mahdi as who is Dajjal. But I will tell you something which no prophet has told his people. Verily he, Dajjal, is one-eyed, and Allah the Great is not one-eyed. Bukhari means Allah has the knowledge and power of both positive and negative, pure and impure, truth or lie, right and wrong. Nothing is hidden from Allah. Because he is not blind like other temporary negative powers. Second, only Dajjal is basically the whole force against only Mahdi, as there will be the fight between Dajjal and Mahdi, as basically every one of you who is against Islamic ethic, culture or morality of Muhammad SAW is against Mahdi as and is Dajjal. Dajjal might be a single individual, but not as simple as you think. Dajjal is basically the fitna in whole human beings, especially in Eastern Muslims. There are shaitans who work under Dajjali fitna system who disguides humans to be on a wrong path and leave or do not accept Allah. Who creates fights on violence in humans' environment through negative emotions in our mind and heart, of which it is not easy to control, but those who control their willpower are the follower of Prophet Muhammad SAW. According to the many hadith describing Dajjal, the most distinguishing feature of his face besides the bulging eye will be the Arabic letters Kaf, K, Fa, F, Ra, R, on his forehead. These letters spell kufr, disbelief. Means the system is totally on kufr, the disbelief and negativity, or can say against Islamic ethics or morality. Dajjali people, this fitna, system, environment just totally blind means neglect those positivity and powers of positivity which inclines them, their economy and their peace on prosperity which Shaitan and Dajjal do not want because they are against Mahdi as in Jesus as who is coming soon. So there are three forces whose predictions were done by Prophet Muhammad SAW before 1400 years ago. These predictions are identifying now one by one and most of them are done. And the fitna of Daesh and Khawarij is might be against Mahdi as his logo is shown in Turkish books Allah Rasul and Muhammad. They are using that logo to defame Mahdi and the block Islam to spread in world through Jews and Israeli negative powers. Mahdi will be clear visible to people as due to calamity, beauty, smoothness on uniqueness of his face. But there is a veil from God between them. According to a book he might get power of leadership from Eastern world and will create his forces to face his opponent forces who will be demolished with low loss. And finally after a huge struggle of Mahdi and his follower the Ummah of Muhammad SAW the whole world will enjoy the golden age with great peace, happiness, love, comfort and prosperity. Human eyes will shine like star with happiness. And all the mankind will prostrate and worship only Allah SWT from heart, and Allah will let know the believers and followers of Muhammad SAW and Mahdi as the rewards of earth and sense of paradise on earth. The only way to be the highly rewardable or to safe from punishments and to be good Muslim and believer is to follow Islam its ethics on morality as soon as possible as much as you can, because the end of the world is near and your examination is who is faster towards our creator and examiner Allah SWT. Our most of the society is unaware. Prophet said when you recognized Mahdi as follow him as you crawl on snow. Those who do not they do not follow Prophet. Those who support Mahdi they will be hiddenly rewarded by Allah SWT. And those who misbehave or mischief him they will be defamed or punished by Allah. Mahdi as will not say he is Mahdi. People has to recognize him and follow him. Well, the main topic is Dajjal. We have to get rid from it by dropping the Western and Christian culture which is against the facts of the God of this earth, as victory is going to be of his messengers. Many Western people and powers and their technologies will be merged with Mahdi and accept Islam soon. Which will help Muslims to fight with their opponents.